Hey, I'm now at the port in San Diego, and I've got another episode for you, but I know you're all insanely busy people, so I thought I would warn you that this episode may only be interesting if you know the Faroese artist Teitur, or you're interested in getting to know him, and my relationship with him, and the Icelandic artist Helgi Jonsson. If not, just skip this one, but otherwise, have a look at this. I'm in Hollywood, overlooking the hills, birds chirping, nice hotel. Another week has passed. I went from Chicago to Philadelphia, to Washington DC, to Montreal, Quebec City, to Toronto, to Ann Arbor, just outside of Detroit. And now I'm in LA to play another 4 shows here on the West Coast before I go back to Europe. And it's been a great week. I've enjoyed the shows. And I've made some fantastic new friends, actually. I've been doing some dates with the Faroese artist Teitur. Teitur is a very good, very old friend. But he had a really nice group of people with him this time. A mishmash of nationalities. 3 people from the Faroe Islands, 2 people from Iceland, a girl from Sweden, and his drummer from Atlanta. And we were all traveling around together on Willie Nelson's old tour bus.
I'm looking out on a town and its houses. I'm looking out above the roofs. I'm looking out till my eyes are sore. I'm looking out and I can't see clear. Well, something's bothering me and it's ugly.
This is a nice hangout area with everything you could possibly want, entertainment-wise. Here are our bunks. They're pretty much like coffins. And as I came on the bus quite late, mine is down here by the floor. It's actually a bit creepy, to be honest. I'm not sleeping very well at the moment. And then another area down here for people that want to do slightly more. How shall I put it? And when this light is on, come on.
I'm shoving out the rest of my childhood and making pops from all the pages of my book. That's the story that you took and made your own, and that was bad. Still, I don't want.
Now, touring on a bus is very different from the touring that I do when I'm solo with the hotels every night. It's kind of dirty and chaotic a lot of the time, but it's also fantastic, actually. You really do get into the touring in a completely different way. However long you go between showers, it is actually a little bit like going on a school trip, I have to say. I love it. And you do get to know people very well. And their smells. How are you feeling?
I want to sleep.
You want to sleep?
I am sleeping, in fact.
Now, like I was saying before, me and Teitur actually go a long way back. He used to live in Denmark, and after one of my first shows in Copenhagen, he wrote me a handwritten letter and gave it to me along with a cassette tape, asking if we should do some songwriting together. And I do seem to remember that my manager tried to prevent it from happening. He thought he was being a good manager in protecting me from this strange guy from the Faroe Islands.
Now, where's your manager today?
Yeah, he's fired. And we're together.
I made sure he got out of the way.
But we've had a lot to do with each other over the years. We've done our share of touring together in America and in the UK.
Do you remember the 5th time you were in America? Do you remember that? What happened then?
I believe the 5th time I was actually with you.
Right. And how did you feel that moment when all the vomit and everything, and it was late at night?
It was late at night.
What did it make you feel?
Quite a few things happened parallel to this incident with the vomit.
Thank you very much, Tina Dickow. That's. I think you have answered all my questions, and I'm very happy that you took the time to do this.
There is quite a special bond between us, I think. We've led pretty similar lives for these past 5-10 years. We've had the same kinds of dreams and hopes and ambitions and struggles that probably a lot of the people around us haven't always understood. So I do feel very close to Teitur, and I'm quite proud of the both of us for what we've actually achieved, going from being these little insecure kids to actually doing what we're doing. And he is so good. He is one of the few artists that I can't get tired of watching live. I hope you get the chance to see him someday. You have to go. And you have to listen to his records as well. I mean, I could film him for this tour diary, but it so wouldn't do him justice. You have to go and see for yourself. You ready to rock the place? They're very quiet tonight.
Yeah.
They're good.
Can you guys go in and then you
There's something inside this where he had that wants us too low, just didn't stand. But I was just thinking, I'm really thinking.
These are my new friends from Iceland.
Ladies.
The nicest people I've ever met from Iceland, I think. Brother and sister. So if you're still watching, here is a quick introduction of the Icelandic guy Helgi Jonsson, who plays the trombone and sings in Teitur's band, but who's also a brilliant artist in his own right, and whose song we've been listening to in this episode.
I think it's so weird that they want us to come in at 5 p.m. when they
I'm stepping out, I'm in a state of mind. I'm stepping out in the rain. I'm stepping out, there is so much to rise. I'm stepping out and I'm not in pain.
And who was kind enough to sing me an Icelandic lullaby on the bus the other night.
Ástin mín út í regnið grætur, mamma geymir gullin þín, gamla leggjum vöru skrín. Skulle